You crack out of your egg and you are already dying. Not because something is hunting you, not because you hatched wrong, because you hatched at all. You are the size of a chicken. You weigh less than a bag of sugar, your eyes are shut, and the egg beside you in this nest, the one your mother turned 17 times a day for 2 months, cracked yesterday. Your sibling is already bigger than you. Here's the thing nobody tells you about being a T-Rex. The competition starts before you can even see. You don't know that. You don't know anything yet. You open your mouth. Your mother built this nest from vegetation she ripped and carried for weeks because nothing else would hold eggs this size. She planned that before you existed. She is standing over you right now. She cannot leave. You will learn what that means later. Right now you are warm and fed and you have no idea what you are, but that's all about to change. Skip forward. You are a few weeks old and you have discovered the only thing that matters. You are always eating. Not sometimes, not when prey is abundant. Always. Every hour of every day your body is growing so fast it aches. Add a pound of bone, add 2 pounds of muscle, add teeth the length of your mother's forearm. You do not understand any of this. You only know the feeling and the feeling never stops. And here's where things get interesting. Skip forward. Your mother teaches you by doing. She holds down the hadrosaur, pulls back, lets you try. She is not explaining, she does not have time and neither do you. You bite. Your jaw closes on air and you stumble forward into the carcass. You try again. On the 4th attempt, you get it. The meat tears and for a fraction of a second, the feeling goes away. Then it comes back. Find another bite. This is the beginning of what would become the most dominant predator the planet had ever seen. But it would come at a cost that most people don't realize. When you finally hunt, really hunt, it is astonishing. Not running, calculating. Your eyes move in a way most predators cannot. You see depth, you see distance, you hold perfectly still in open ground while everything around you moves. You are the largest thing in this forest, and for one moment it feels like the forest was built for something exactly your size. Then your sibling calls from across the clearing. The hierarchy sharpens, the feeling comes back. Find more food, you've survived the growth, you've survived the competition, and now you find out something nobody tells you about tyrannosaurs. Something that changes everything. You are running out of time. Not slowly, not theoretically, fast. You are 15 years old, you weigh 7 tons. And your body is already starting to fail in ways that cannot be fixed. Your bones are remodeling under stresses they were never meant to hold for long. Microfractures in your femur, compression damage in your vertebrae, infections in your jaw from teeth that broke on bone 3 years ago. That detail tells you how many times you have fed since then. And it's about to get worse. Something is in the clearing beside your kill. You have walked past it 6 times today. It has not moved once. You've worked this territory for 2 months. You know this spot, you trust this spot. You come in from the upwind side the way you always do, head low, already thinking about the next meal. You don't see it, you don't have time to see it. One moment you are walking toward the carcass, the next moment something has you from behind. The other tyrannosaur weighs almost exactly what you do. It has been here since before you started this morning. It has been doing nothing for 3 hours, and it is better at waiting than you are at anything. Some tyrannosaurs survive this. The ones that don't are simply gone. The scavengers find them weeks later. Nobody notices the absence. The territory gets claimed by another. You have to be one of the ones that survives. You stand at the edge of the forest still. Your chest is moving slower than it should be. The other tyrannosaur is still at the kill. It has already won. It is going to be there tomorrow. Your territory is on the other side of it, but here's what makes this truly incredible. Here is what you are when everything is working. You have mapped every game trail in your range, their patterns, and the exact times each herd moves through. You run a hunting schedule more efficient than most things with a brain half the size of yours. You generate bite forces measured in thousands of pounds per square inch. Researchers who've calculated this cannot fully explain how the skull holds together. When something runs from you, you are already cutting the angle before it decides which way to break. You are the most precisely engineered killing thing at this scale. Everything about you works and none of it is enough to change what is coming, because you were built to do this for 20 years, maybe 25 if nothing goes wrong. And the thing that is going to end you isn't another predator, isn't the prey, isn't the competition, it's the asteroid. And what happens next is almost unbelievable. Skip forward. Something changes in the sky. You don't see it. You don't know what light moving that fast means. You are hunting because that is what you do. Every hadrosaur, every ceratopsian, all day past the point where it makes sense. You don't know why, you just can't stop. The impact happens 1,000 miles away, and the shockwave reaches you before the sound does. You have never felt the ground move like this before. You don't know what it is. You don't know what extinction means. Something in you simply keeps moving. The sky darkens, not with night, with ash. If the temperature drops too far, the plants die. If the plants die, the herbivores die. If the herbivores die, you die. There is nothing between you and the end cannot be stopped. You hunt through the darkness, burning through everything your body built over the last 65 million years. Every adaptation, every advantage, every perfect piece of engineering. If the ash stays too long, you won't make it. If the temperature drops too far, you won't make it. You don't know any of this. You are just hunting because something in you says to hunt. And this is where the story takes a dark turn. Every year some don't make it. They are not weaker, they are not worse. The sky just went dark. Paleontologists find them every era. Massive bones in the layers, millions of years from now completely preserved, unable to continue. The scientists leave questions and step back. Sometimes the fossil speaks. Sometimes it reveals what happened and continues the story, sometimes it doesn't. The scientists who've seen this say they remember everyone. You don't make it across. You find the end, and before you do anything else, before you rest, before you understand, you fall. You are one of species that almost made it. Every single tyrannosaur lived only in the late Cretaceous, none anywhere else in time. As if this one window in Earth's history decided to run this particular experiment and then closed. The largest was slightly bigger than you, 14 meters long, weighed more than an elephant. Its heart ran at the same rate as yours. It went through the same growth, the same hunger, the same end, just bigger. You ran this for 20 years, maybe 25, some made it to 30. The oldest tyrannosaur ever found was estimated at 28 years old. Found by researchers in Montana, preserved perfectly, still there. That tyrannosaur lived through seasons uncounted. Uncounted times it woke and felt something in its body say hunt. Uncounted times it hunted. Uncounted days of being the largest predator on land. Uncounted moments being exactly what it was built to be. It didn't know it was extraordinary. It didn't know it would be the last. It just knew it was hungry, and something in it said hunt. So it hunted. There is one more animal that ruled like this. It has no claws, it has no scales, and it won't get 65 million years. But that's a story for another video.